been a poor season. I mean, they started the season okay, first couple of months, and people think, we can challenge top four. I didn't entertain that argument. I actually, from day one, although Ancelotti's done so much in his career, thought it was a strange appointment in that he's never really managed a club where they needed such work and in a transitional period. Yes, he can attract good players, and he's got that winning mentality, if you like, but most of the clubs he's managed have been top draw clubs with world-class players, and he's just tweaking. Walking into that job, it was a big ask to be competitive to get in the top four, and I don't think there was no exact science. There's no exact science to who could do that well, but I did find it a strange one. But they started okay. As the season's gone on, they've got worse. Yes, they've had some injuries along the way, as has everybody. The performance of Man City was dreadful. Their home form has been their problem. They've done all right on the road. Yeah. Now, the argument is, and we don't know for sure till the fans come back, that they wouldn't have lost all those games at home if they had the Everton fans behind them. And I do think there's some
merit in that.
Merit is the word, yes. Some merit in that, because playing there many times it is intimidating, Everton. It's really the close proximity to the pitch.
Right, so they probably miss fans more than most.
Maybe, yeah. I think there is an argument to that. There is also an argument to suggest if they'd have played that poorly with the fans in there, he could have been under even more pressure than he's under now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the question marks are there now. He's a lovely fella who comes across well in the press, and he's very honest. But actually, it doesn't matter how you are in the press. It's the proof is in the pudding on the pitch. And the last month of the season, too many of their performances have been tepid. It's not Everton.
No.
Well, I'm not watching an Everton side full of beans and full of tenacity.
But do you then flip it and say, well, last year they finished 12th with 49 points. This year they finished 10th with 59 points. They've accumulated 10 more points. Do we say
2 places better?
Do we say the Ancelotti effect is bearing fruit because they've finished 2 places higher up the league? They've got 10 more points. Is the counter argument to that perspective? I don't think it is, but I'm asking you.
No, I don't think it is.
So the Ancelotti effect, he's 18 months into his job. Right, with a side that I like Everton. I'm a big fan of Everton Football Club. I spoke to Bill Kenwright the other day. I want them to be successful because I like a lot about it. Yeah. But I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, I raised the point about Ancelotti about 6 months ago about I'm not sure. I've not been sure since he walked through the door. I spoke to somebody quite some time ago, someone very well known that knows Ancelotti, and questioned it about the whole nature of his appointment, his motivations, bringing his son with him. And at that time, Everton were in a little bit of ascendancy, so I got a pile on from Everton fans that don't listen to me saying that I admire the football club and want them to be successful. Yeah. Take a binary view of the fact that I've made an observation about their manager.
You did it. Yeah.
Now I look at it and say, I don't think you can sit here as Everton fans, honestly, put aside your tribalism and put aside the fact that someone else that doesn't support your football club is having a view, and say that 10th in the league for Everton is a success. And if they do, then okay, that's their privilege, that's their prerogative, it's their football club, they can call it success whatever they want. We're just giving an impartial observation about it. I think with an Ancelotti-infused team, because the manager makes a significant difference, of course the players are the ones that go out and deploy it, but by the same token, the managers are brought in to give it that extra factor, which is why Klopp has raised the bar on Liverpool and so on and so forth. Yeah. And I think Everton finishing 10th in the league can't be good enough for the ownership, shouldn't be good enough for the manager, and I'd be surprised if it's good enough for the fans.